Hello, yearbookers. I'm gone all week. I've got kids at home with COVID, so they seem fine, but we're not. They're not clear to come back till Friday, so I plan to be back next Monday if everything goes according to plan and everybody stays good. So life goes on for yearbook with or without me. So we'll go through a couple things here in Schoolsy first, then we'll look at Pictavo and see kind of who's up and what's going on over there. So couple due dates this Friday. I'd like you all to make your submission for your senior logo project, senior page logo. So that's in semester one assignments. And there's some examples out here, and you should be able to click into the summative and see what other people have made already. So use Photoshop, use Notability, use pen and paper. It doesn't necessarily matter at all. Kind of like the cover mock-up. The prettiest design isn't necessarily what we go with. So just looking for great ideas. Put together a little Lightroom assignment as well, which I'm excited to get to know a little more. So I found some tutorials online. So I have a link in the Lightroom Summatives folder here, Lightroom Classic Tutorials. And that takes you to this page here. And it has 4 short tutorials in it. So if you're unfamiliar with the app completely, you'd probably want to watch these first 2 videos, get to know the layout and organizing photos. That's only 13 minutes to get through both of those. The assignment itself kind of deals with content in video 3 here, like actually editing photos in Lightroom Classic. So that's the first thing to note is I installed Lightroom LR on all your computers at the beginning of the year. And then I talked about the other day that we actually only have access to the Lightroom Classic, I guess. So if you still need to install that on your computer, you'll need to go up into the Creative Cloud icon, which is up near your clock. It's like a 8 off to its side. It looks like a cloud, I suppose. And you can click into there and download Lightroom Classic, LRC. And that you should have no problem logging into. But the assignment itself talks about making specifically brightness adjustments. So this is a very common thing with photography that no fault of your own, your photo maybe comes back too bright or too dark, which in photography is called underexposed if it's too dark, or overexposed, which means it's too light. So I found 6 photos off the internet that kind of simulate both those situations. I have 3 that are underexposed, too dark. There's like a band, forest scene, and like a dog on a driveway that are most definitely underexposed. So the video in this linked tutorial here shows you how to use some of the tools in Lightroom Classic to brighten those up. And then moving the other direction would be overexposed photos that are too light. So I have a portrait of a lady here, a front porch, and then like a mountain scene where there's too much light in the scene, and you can use Lightroom Classic to adjust that very easily. So I want you to get some experience with Lightroom this week while I'm gone. So try to fit that into the cracks of everything else you're doing. Shouldn't take too long from what it looks like with the tutorial that I watched today. Looking at Pictavo here, it's looking like we've got a good start. Things I have questions about are what's going on with summer memories. Do we want to have people talking about that or reconsider that page, or what's going on there? I see 3 photos. Royalty page. I like the layout. We just need to figure out, do we have content that can actually go in there or not? Homecoming's looking good. Symphony looks like you're rolling on your page. I think on my rotation, Homecoming page should be done as of like today, which it looks like we're on task there. I think then that would be Symphony's page would be due this Friday, which looks like you're on pace there. Bryce's weekly page should be underway with 2 more weeks to finish up. Are we still doing the Snapchat thing, Bitmoji, etc., volleyball senior night, are the notes I have there. Dominic's page, you are in week 2 now, and I see no content yet, so starting to get a bit concerned there. We're thinking MEA break, MEA weekend. It just happened, so get content now or it's going to slip through your fingertips. Tennis sections we were maybe considering, and then I've got a big old question mark there. Charlie Joe, I think you did something about dream trip or something like that. So hopefully that can become like maybe a travel theme page or something like that. Looks like Isaiah's Halloween page is underway here. that's something you will want to get going immediately. We were talking about how can we generate interest for a costume contest. Shame I can't be there to help you maybe put something up on the TVs, but if you do want to possibly put something up on the TVs, if you make me a slide in Google Slides, maybe with a QR code or something someone could scan to send you a photo, or I don't know how you want to do that, but we could also think about what kind of prizes we could offer. We can buy some little rinky-dinky things, and the winner gets a something. So keep me in the loop there. And then Kelly's weekly page is coming next, so start planning ahead, Kelly, on that. But everything looks like it's underway nicely. A lot of you have now been assigned extra pages as well that are now on your plate. I was meaning to meet with the graphics team to consider some of those transition pages. Maybe you folks just want to meet without me. I shared that document with you folks that are on the graphics team, and you can just look back at our notes from the last meeting and divvy up the pages there. Seniors, I think we've divided the work up that needs to get done there. And activities team, I think you have a pretty clear path forward. Just be checking on dates. Is there anything upcoming that we need photos of? So a lot to do. Don't just sit around because I'm not in the back of the room yelling at you. This class more than any other, you need to keep rolling with content and doing what you need to do, even while I'm not there to poke you and prod you to do it. So take the initiative, keep getting work done, and I hope to see you folks on Monday. Email me if you need anything.